Hello everybody, welcome back to the KotLC fanbase. My name is Austin and today we are back with another video. And today's video is going to be a part 2 of the KotLC Unlocked theories. It was highly requested to do a part 2 of it, so I'm doing it here today. Basically, I'm going to be going over some theories for KotLC Unlocked and seeing if I think that they're going to happen. But before we jump straight into the theories, make sure to like this video if you are excited for KotLC Unlocked coming super soon. Also, make sure to comment down below if you have any KotLC theories because I would love to read them. Also, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We post KotLC content twice per week, and if you guys could subscribe to us, it would mean a lot because we put in a lot of work into this channel and we have been growing super fast lately. My last video I recorded, we were in the 3,800 range. Now we are in the 4,100 range, so thank you guys so much for the constant growth and support. Let's jump straight into the first theory. Alright, our first theory is by Julie, and Julie says, Prentice will be more involved. I mean, we had so much build up and then Sophie healed him and he hasn't done anything since. This is definitely a great possible theory that could happen. Why would Shannon include Prentice in this book if he was not going to play a big role? And he was a big part of Project Moonlark, so I definitely agree with you on this. I definitely think that somehow Prentice will have to be involved in this book, and especially because it's Sophie's journey and Prentice was a part of Sophie's upbringing. Now let's get on to the next theory. Alright, so our next theory is about Keefe's ability theory, and this person says, Keefe will get a new ability, probably Conjurer. When he ate that Fathom, he wrote a note that said, why did mom make me test twice for Conjurer? Also, so Keefe hopefully. And this is one of the top theories for Keefe's new ability, just because of the fact that Lady Gisela tested Keefe for Conjurer twice, making her think that he somehow manifested as a Conjurer and hoping that he had a second ability, but he clearly didn't have it. So maybe Lady Gisela gave him this new ability so that the last part of Legacy was Lady Gisela actually giving Keefe the Conjure ability. So we'll just have to see. Let's get on to the next theory. Alright, this next one is by The Golden Trio, and this person says, one of the Never-Seen's ogres kills King Diminutor in a battle and becomes the new king. This causes a war between ogres and all the intelligent species. This is a very interesting theory. I really like it, and I would love to see something more happen with the ogres, the dwarves, the goblins, and the elves. That would be a great way to start a new plot in the book because it's mostly about the Black Swan Never-Seen, and if we get a little bit more of a side story with the ogres, that would be really interesting to see in the book. I definitely like this theory. Let's get on to the next one. Alright, this next theory is by Game Galaxy, and this is a really great theory, so let's get into it. Unlock theory. Keefe will wake up only to find himself in a different time period, which is why he has a POV. He finds a way to get back to his own time period, realizing that the Shadow Flux and Quintessence combined to create a major element of nature, Fractal. The cover of Unlock shows different places, with Sophie riding Sylvanie. I think these different places are actually different places at different times, and that Keefe can bless anything with his power for a short amount of time. Sophie can enhance Keefe to let him time travel to farther times. Keefe and Sophie, maybe the others, go back in time, and Sophie then wants to find her biological father. During their travel, Sophie realizes her true feelings for Keefe. Gisele's legacy for Keefe was to go back to when the Black Swan was started and destroy them, and go back in time to learn how the elements were created and how to use all of them for the Never-Seen. So wow, this was like one of the best theories I've ever read, and it has so much awesome elements in it, and this would just be a great way to have an unlocked book with Keefe, and that's a great idea for Keefe's POV in this new book. Being able to go farther back in time and learn more things about Elven history would be super cool to read about, and this would be a huge thing to happen in this book. So I'm definitely on board with this theory. If this could happen in the book, that would be amazing. Great theory, Game Galaxy. Let's get on to the next one. Alright, this next theory is by Carson. Let's get straight into it. I strongly feel that Keefe's new ability would be something that has to do with creating illusion, which is also my theory for what Lady Gisela's ability is. Number 1, the treatment or change that both Keefe and Lady Gisela went through, Gisela and Cassius' memories, involved the Magsidian throne, which we learned contained Shadow Flux. The other part of the change used King Enki's Ethertine crown, which involved light in a way that I can't remember. We know that Lucia Vacker is a flasher and Umber is a shade, and Vespera was a master at creating illusions with light and darkness, so it seems telling that Keefe will become an illusioner or illusionist, or however you want to put that word. Since Gisela also drank the Quintessence in Shadow Flux vials, both involving light and darkness, it makes sense that if Keefe does become an illusionist, that Lady Gisela would be at one as well. This could also mean that if he manifests as an illusionist, that Keefe could possibly see through the illusions that the Never-Seen uses to trick them. This is a very cool ability theory for Keefe. I actually never thought about the use of illusions, and this will be a great theory honestly because we would have a new ability in KotLC, which would be pretty cool to see in the books and further use in book 8.5 and book 9. Also, this person does bring up a great point where Lady Gisela also did the same thing that Keefe went through, so maybe they both have the same ability and maybe they're destined to do something together with those abilities. We're definitely going to see this new ability from Keefe play a huge role in this next book. So that was a great theory. Let's get on to the next one. Alright, this next one is by Katie, and let's get into it. I predict that Amy will get mentioned one way or another, especially given the discussion in the last book. Humans might play a bigger role, and this is totally not my excuse to see Keefe gush over human snack again. I generally think that the gang and Amy would make such great friends, and especially her and Keefe, because I pictured them both loving music. We might see some Sylphony as well, given she's on the cover, and Keefe might wake up. That, or we will see his dreams past. If you think about it, Shannon said that she would be the Great Gulan incident in a side story, so that's possible. Or maybe we will see his past and thoughts on a certain brown-eyed elf that could not be shown otherwise. Really want him to wake up and show some elf powers though. This is one of the first series I saw on with the use of the human world and Amy. I think it's interesting to look back at kind of a Nightfall type book where we have the humans, maybe even Sophie's sister involved in the book. And Amy did really love it in the elven world, and she might return to visit Sophie because Sophie has been through a lot lately and she might want to see Amy again. It would be great to see Amy hanging out with the Black Swan crew, so let's get on to the next one. Alright, this ship is by Brynley Owens, and let's read it. Number 1, whatever is in the cache. This one's pretty obvious. Number 2, So Keefe will not happen. It's too soon after a breakup, and besides, we all know how drawn out Shannon can make her romances be. Number 3, we will meet Jency's family, or at least his brother, and then Blur will be revealed as Jency's bro. Number 4, something with Prentice or Syra or both, because it's been a while since anything's happened there. Number 5, maybe another Sophie ability gets unlocked. And number 6, maybe another Forkle identity is discovered. This person brings up 7 great points, and 7 great points we have to look on in this next book, because I definitely see at least one of these points happening, especially with part about So Keefe not happening. That might drawn out like this person says and actually be in book 9. Number 1, whatever's in the cache, that's definitely probably going to happen because there's going to be a lot of information revealed, and another Sophie ability is probably inevitable, so we might have another ability on our hands. But that was a lot of great points. I have one more theory to go over this video. Let's go over the last one. Alright, so this last theory is by Mango Virginia, and let's go over it. My theories are that number 1, Sophie discovers that she might have feelings for Keefe. Number 2, Sophie learns to trust her biological mother more. Number 3, Dex and Biana become a thing. Number 4, we find out who Blur and Wraith are. Number 5, get closer to defeating the Never Seen. Hope that helped. Thank you so much. This is definitely a great theory because a lot of people say that Sophie and Keefe are going to start having feelings for each other and actually become official, and then some people are saying that no, it'll probably wait till the next book after this one. This one is definitely where we'll just have to see in book 8.5 and see what happens with the So Keefe relationship. And also interesting point that was bring up in this one was finding out who Blur and Wraith are. I definitely hope this happens because we need to know more about the Black Swan and we need to know more about the Never Seen as well. So thank you for the theory, and thank you everyone who has given a theory for this video. There's so many theories that I didn't get to, but thank you so much for writing them. Let's get on to the outro. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really love looking at your guys' theories because you guys bring a lot of interesting points. I'm really excited for the new books coming out. It's coming out in less than a month. We've been waiting all year for this, so it's super exciting. So if you want a part 3 to these unlocked theories, make sure to leave a big thumbs up so that we can do a part 3 and I can showcase off some more amazing theories. If you have any theories that you want to share them in the comments down below because I would love to look at some more theories. So it would be awesome to fill my time reading those. And of course, I will always reply back to you if you post something in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you are new because we post so much awesome KotLC content you wouldn't want to miss out. And if you want to be notified whenever we upload, make sure to turn on your post notifications so that you get a notification every time we upload so that you never miss one of our videos. And if you want to check out some KotLC merchandise such as So Keefe, So Fits, Iggy Designs, go to bit.ly/KotLC fanbase merch. If you have any friends or anybody who has read KotLC, make sure to share this video with them so they can look at some awesome KotLC unlock theories. This was awesome from the KotLC fanbase. I had a great time making this video and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.